stay tuned to Legend Studio as we bring you the latest updates in NBA world of sports. Alex Sarr's role on the Wizards is clear: become the stretch five they need. When the Washington Wizards selected Alex Sarr with the number 2 overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft, expectations were sky-high. The French big man was viewed as a cornerstone piece who could help transform a rebuilding franchise. However, his rookie campaign didn't unfold the way fans, or Sarr himself, envisioned. A shaky summer league debut followed by an inefficient rookie season quickly raised questions about his long-term fit in Washington. Defensive upside but offensive struggles. On the defensive end, Sarr showed flashes of becoming a reliable rim protector and anchor in the frontcourt. His length, mobility, and instincts give the Wizards confidence that he can eventually grow into a defensive leader. The concern lies on the offensive side. Despite standing 7 feet tall, Sarr struggled to find consistent scoring opportunities. His inability to dominate inside or stretch the floor put head coach Brian Keefe in a difficult position when trying to design an offense that allowed all of Washington's young players to flourish. Like most rookies, Sarr's struggles are not unusual. Early setbacks often come from the search for role identity. For him, the answer may already be clear: he needs to evolve into a stretch five. Sarr has already shown glimpses of floor spacing potential, both during his rookie season and in summer league. He even carried that progress into EuroBasket qualifiers with Team France, holding his own against top-tier NBA talent. While he's nowhere near the efficiency level of elite stretch bigs like Karl-Anthony Towns or Jaren Jackson Jr., there's optimism that a more polished jumper could make him a real weapon for Washington's offense. If Sarr can develop into a reliable shooter, it not only boosts his confidence but also validates the Wizards' decision to draft him at number 2, especially with players like Stephon Castle thriving early in their careers. Unfortunately, just as momentum was building, Sarr's offseason hit a roadblock. A calf injury during his run with the French national team forced him to shut down for the remainder of EuroBasket and sidelined him for several weeks. The timing is tough, as he was in line for valuable reps against top competition heading into his sophomore season. The Wizards still believe in Alex Sarr's potential. But the path forward is simple: to reach his ceiling, he must embrace the role of a modern stretch five. If his jumper continues to improve, Sarr could transform from a struggling rookie into the centerpiece Washington hoped for, and silence any doubts about the franchise's bold draft decision. Sarr, 20, has not indicated he will take fewer threes, but sees potential in scoring more around the rim, particularly as a rim runner off pick and rolls. Screen setting and getting behind the defense, it's a way to get easy points, so the more I can get them the better it will be, Sarr said at the Las Vegas Summer League. He showed flashes of it in Vegas, especially on alley-oops. In the Wizards' first game against the Phoenix Suns, they targeted Sarr on a pair of lobs on their initial offensive plays. The actions involved Keyshawn George finding Sarr rolling to the rim. It's a two-man game the Wizards have been keying in on this offseason. Sarr has rare physical traits which should lend themselves to throwing down lobs. He measured in at 6'11" 3/4 at the draft combine with a 37-inch vertical leap. For comparison, that makes him taller than some famous lob-devouring bigs of this century like DeAndre Jordan, 6'9" 3/4 without shoes, 30.5 inches. Vertical, Blake Griffin, 6'8" 1/2 without shoes, 35.5 inches. Vertical, and Dwight Howard, 6'10" 1/2 without shoes, 35.5 inches. Vertical. Alley-oop dunks, however, were not a steady part of Sarr's shot diet as a rookie. According to tracking data from NBA.com, he threw down 9 of them last season, third on the team behind Richaun Holmes, 12, and Bilal Coulibaly, 11. Of Sarr's 9 alley-oop dunks, only 1 was assisted on by George. "We're still working on it, but it's something we're trying to put an emphasis on," Sarr said. "He's a good pick-and-roll player in general, he makes great reads. So, the more we can work on that, the smoother it will be. Whether it's lobs, cuts to the rim or general post-up opportunities, there is room for growth with Sarr as a finisher." Last season he was 118th in the NBA in field goals made in the restricted area, 122. He also shot 63.5% on those plays, which was 52nd among centers with at least 100 attempts in that zone. That may be a sign of his youth more than anything. Fellow rookie big man Donovan Clingan was in the same stratosphere at 63.4%. Meanwhile, some of the best rim finishers in today's game didn't start out elite in that area. Jarrett Allen of the Cavaliers was elite within 3 feet last season, 81.3%, but struggled early in his career, 69.8% as rookie. The same goes for Brook Lopez, now of the Clippers, who shot 66.1% within 3 feet as a rookie but last year was at 78%. Part of those efforts is getting stronger. Sarr said he's added muscle this off-season and that he's noticed the benefits during workouts. "I feel like me just being able to drive and get downhill. I'm feeling more and more comfortable doing that," he said. As Sarr aims to round out his offensive repertoire, perhaps a few more easy baskets each game will go a long way.